guys, thank you for joining me on my YouTube channel. Today I have a very inspiring, funny, handsome, I'm being nice to you.
Thank you very much.
Guest, Mo Ali. Mo, thank you for joining me.
You're welcome.
Did you always want to be a director?
I think, yeah, I mean, from the age of 5, I remember my mum used to tell me that, you know, because there's 7 of us in my family. Obviously, all the kids were running about, and I was 5 years old. Yeah, little baby Mo.
No, we beat you by 1. There's 8
by 1? There's 8 you guys?
Yeah.
Wow. All right, let's have a fight. Let's find out. I'm sure I could take 2 of you. I'll cover 2. But what happened was my mum would always put me in front of television.
Okay.
And she knew that I'd be quiet. I wouldn't even move at 5 years old. So for me as a kid, I just loved television. I loved films. I was addicted about how action was made and drama. And me, this is like from 5 to probably 8.
Wow.
In my head, I just wanted to know how that was made. So I've got a feeling that I was kind of born to be a director. And it took me many years to kind of actually say I'm a director. I always kind of like used to say I'm an aspiring director. But the minute I kind of got behind the camera and started recording myself, I was like, okay, I'm going to be a director. Yeah. So I was born to be a director. I believe in that. I believe in the fact that you have to be born with some sort of skill, talent in life. And you got to pursue it. And you can't just ditter away to another side job. My first and only job and love is making films and being a director.
That's your passion.
Yeah,
that's
my
great
life.
To follow your passion.
It's my life.
So even if you weren't paid for it, that's what you would do?
Well, I you know, very early in my career, I never got paid for it.
Okay.
I became a runner, which means you go on set and you make tea and you carry all the equipment. I was doing that for free for 3 years.
Whoa.
For 3 years, like running around on set, carrying stuff. Like you had to be there for 5 in the morning and finish probably like at 11:30 in the evening.
That's really.
And you know, you had to turn up there, be the first one there and the last one out. And I wasn't getting paid for that, so I used to sneak into trains, buses, because I had no money. They didn't pay me. So you gotta love it. You gotta really dedicate your time and energy and learn every single part of it. You know, it's great education, but there's sacrifices as well to be a director.
I was going to say, because not the director, but 3 years.
3 years.
A young man,
Yeah.
not being paid, but you're turning up every day.
Well, now I get paid, so I'm okay.
No, I'm
now
saying
it
then.
justifies that time and that energy. It's the commitment you put into it. You know, for me being a director, it's not about money, it's creating stuff. You got to kind of sacrifice a lot of time and energy to become better and learn more. So, you know, when I was doing that, I was about probably 20 to 23. So that's, you know, normally in your 20s, you should be out raving, partying. I was on set, working for free pretty much. But that's that kind of drive and dedication I had to get to this business.
But that's the drive and dedication that's missing. Because if you ask a lot of people, a lot of young people, forget just young, anybody now, to do anything to the apprenticeship, do some volunteering.
Oh, can I get paid? Yeah.
Or how long?
Yeah, how
I
long?
do it for 2 months. I can't do it for more than that.
Well, the thing is, like, in all honesty, I wouldn't, like, doing what I do now, I don't care about money. Money is there. I'll make sure I know my worth straight away now, after the years I put into it. But coming up, like, for me, money wasn't important. It's me just being on set and learning. I was getting paid like that, you know? I was learning from directors. You know, you learn, like, every time you're on set, you learn from another director. And almost the mistakes or the stuff that he does, that's months of experience instead of being in college or university. So I was kind of winning. Do you see what I mean? I was almost kind of, instead of money, I was getting the experience that I needed.
So, Montana.
Yes.
Tell me about it. How's it doing?
It's doing well. We've sold really good numbers. We're going to be selling. We've sold basically in Asda, Sainsbury's, Tesco's, all over the country. So I'm very proud of that.
Well
so
done.
Kind of just touching on my last film's record. So I'm very proud of it. The whole film's about, it's like Karate Kid meets Leon.
Yes, I like it a lot.
And we've got people like Adam Deacon, Ashley Walters starring in it. We've got a young actor called Michael David, who's the next big thing, I believe.
He's a handsome little boy as well.
And we've got one of my favourite actors in the world, Lars Mikkelsen. Have you ever heard of him?
Is he
the guy from House of Cards and The Killing and Sherlock Holmes? He's a Danish actor, but I think he's going to be the next big Hollywood star in the next 2 years. If you like House of Cards, he's in it basically. You recognise him in there.
Okay.
So I'm excited about that film.
So which one would you prefer then? Do you like your first film or the second film?
Do you know what? It's like
they're very different, you know.
Making a film is like having kids. For a director, you can't really say which one's your favourite because they're both your children.
Okay.
The latest one is obviously your more favourite because you've got to look after it. You got to kind of like make sure it's fed well and stuff like that. So right now, Montana is my favourite. But now that I'm finished with Montana, my real favourite is the new one.
I was going to ask you, but we'll get to that in a minute. How do you then pick the film you want to direct? So you've done 2 now. Will you select them? Were they given to you?
The first one they were given to me. They had to do specific interviews then they picked a director, which was me. But they had to meet like 4 or 5 other directors who were like more experienced, more older, and white. So I was the only black young director in that room. Not in that room, but in that interview process that stepped in. And my thing was, they knew they needed me because my background was music videos.
Yes, it was actually.
So I used to do kind of like loads of music videos, and I knew everybody in the music scene and stuff like that. So I knew my worth straight away. Almost like to say like, I don't really need them. I was 26, so I don't need them. I've got years ahead of me as a film director. I could make a film, God willing, in the future. So I wasn't that desperate. My thing was like, you know what, I like a script, but I've got ideas to push the film forward.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
So, and with that, I think they were very impressed with my kind of cockiness and my ambition, that they picked me, and I was happy with that. So.
But I've seen the first.
First one, Shank,
yeah. Yeah, it's.
Well, that film was funny because that film was meant to be like a modern day kidulthood.
Okay.
And my thing was, like, the other directors probably stepped in and were like, yeah, we'll shoot it. They wanted to get a paycheck and, like, just get the job. I was like, no, I don't want to shoot it because why you want to do another kidulthood when you've got it? I want to set this film in 2015. I want to have Somali people in it.
I was watching.
I was like, I want to have, like, all these different races in there, and I want to have, like, this cool stuff. I want to have horses. I want to have, like, fights. I want to have cartoons. I want to have, like, my grime artists in there. You know, you can see all the kind of, like, the money guys and the producers going, who is this cocky kid? I was like, look, if you want me, this is what I want.
Okay.
If you're not interested, call me tomorrow and let me know. Do you know what I mean? Obviously, I left the office, I was going, what the hell was I thinking? But you know what? Sometimes you've got to say what, as a director, you've got to do what's passionate to you.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean?
That's a great thing to take away.
Let's
do
see
what
gut.
You're passionate about.
Yeah, my gut was, I've got to do it my way or the highway.
Oh, are you able to do that at 26? Not a lot of people can do that at 26. 26
No,
is more like you can't fit into the mould, so try and get somewhere.
Well, you have to understand, like a lot of film directors, the first film are like in their late to mid 30s.
Oh wow, okay.
The first feature film,
okay.
like real. If you look at Hollywood, all the big directors are in their 50s.
Oh wow.
The ones that are actually being recognised now, they're hitting 55, 60. Like the established guys are in their 60s to 70s. Wow. The establishment, So I've got a good long way ahead.
You're a baby then.
I'm a baby in the game. But
you are in the game.
Second film in, I've just hit 30, so I'm very happy and cool. I'm way ahead of schedule, God willing, thank God, and all that stuff. So
not all that stuff.
Not all that.
Yeah, thank God.
Alhamdulillah.
There you go.
I'm way ahead of schedule, so I know that I don't need to, rush to things.
Okay.
Being a director doesn't mean you have to do a film very young. You got to experience life. You got to know about cultures. You got to go real deep into real filmmaking and know human conditions. Oh. Unless you don't know that and you're not mature enough as a person, I don't think you're a director.
Wow, that's deep.
I know.
I wasn't expecting it to be that deep. Okay, your first film, you employed Somalis. I noticed there were no Somalis.
Yeah. But that's what I mean. That's one thing I like to do. I like to employ my people, as much black people as well as possible, because in our industry there's not a lot of us. So with Shank, I was like, I want to have a whole scene where I'll just get loads of Somali people in it, to train them and show them how to be on set and get comfortable. So we found like all these young actors, to come on set, and I got them in the corner. I was like, look guys, this is probably the first time in the history of Britain that a group of Somalis were in one room without being pirates. So let's have fun. Let's take this as an experience and go to the next level. This should be your experience for all of you guys to go out there. A, is having a show reel, and B, is knowing how to be on set. So back in my head, I loved the idea of teaching my people, bringing some of my people in as much as possible.
Did you do that for this movie?
Yeah, of course. For the new one, I've got one great actor called Abdi. I think he's going to be a huge actor in the next 10 years. Okay. And I wanted him in, so we brought him in again, and I got to do one big scene, in the film. And the same thing is, to teach him, to show him that he has to be comfortable on set, and, I love the idea of hiring my people.
That's good, because I don't know of many Somali actors or actresses. I can't know one Somali actress.
Who's that?
Her name is it Yusri? What's her name?
No.
You met her at Somali Week Festival. I'm sure we met her.
Yusra.
Yes.
I worked with her. She's brilliant.
Oh, I thought you knew her.
She's gonna get on the third one. I love her. I work with her. She's brilliant. Sorry, I'm bad with names.
No.
But she's excellent. She's doing BBC. She's doing ITV.
Yeah, and she does a lot of theatre. So I didn't really know about her. I didn't know about it until
last year.
Oh, is it?
I didn't know about it. If I knew about it when I was filming Montana, she would be the first person I rang. I would have given her a police officer role, like a detective, if I knew about her. But that's the thing. We're so kind of behind the shadows, and if you're working like on set, especially Somali or whatever, you don't really kind of go out there.
Okay.
You're so busy, you don't kind of share information. So it's very hard for me to find Somali young actors. So I thought, well, you know what? The ones I know, I'm going to bring them in.
Oh, so if there's Somalian actors,
Always,
contact them.
actors and actresses, even camera people, just give me a shout. I love working with my people all the time.
That's wicked. Thank you very much. So what are you, future plans? What are you doing now? Your next baby that's
My
coming.
next baby is coming. My next beautiful baby. It's going to be, hopefully, inshallah, I'm going to shoot it probably end of the year. I'm just finishing the script. I've been offered other stories to work on. So I'm going to take some time out and just chill out. Again, you know, I'm way ahead of schedule, so I don't need to rush.
Okay.
I'd rather chill out, you know, just meet great artists, do theatre potentially, and then we might be doing a TV project maybe in the summer. And then just kind of, you know, I don't like to rush yet, but this baby's going to come. I'd rather let it grow and
Slowly.
develop beautifully.
Do you, you thinking of ever directing a Somali movie?
I'd love to. I'd love to. I mean, do you know Ahmed Farah, the cameraman?
Yeah, I do actually.
So he came over and we hang out for a bit. We talk about kind of shooting something in Somalia. So that's always something in the future.
Okay.
Do you see the ultimate goal for me, God willing, like
Inshallah.
inshallah,
There you go.
that's the correct thing.
Yeah.
Inshallah, is to kind of, you know, we should make a couple of films in Europe and then set up something in Somalia where we could kind of do movies of our own.
Oh,
I love the idea over the next 20 years to set up some sort of like studio system.
that'd be good.
Do you know what I mean? Where
That'd
like
be good.
myself and Ahmed and other creatives could actually go to somewhere and make actual movies.
Yes, because I don't think we ever made them.
There's
we made
none.
plays, but I don't
yeah.
remember movies. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know anything about
There's
it.
none. There's like TV programs and stuff like that, which is kind of like badly shot, but at least they're doing it. So we've got to respect them for doing it. You see what I mean? But I want to take that high quality production value out there and kind of going, you know what? We can do our own films in Somalia. We can have our own beautiful talent. And the thing is about Somali people, you know, because of Gabay and all that, we can tell beautiful stories. We've got amazing
great storytellers.
stories.
Yes.
Great storytellers.
Yes.
So all it needs to do is just to have that production quality. You know, that high standard of making a story beautiful. And I guarantee in the next 20 years would have that. So the goal is there. It's just working towards it. Maybe training up a bit more camera people and potential actors and actresses. You know, getting them up to that level where they're so good. Then you go to somewhere and you deliver something beautiful.
What if you need any? What are they called?
Presenters.
Extras.
Extras.
Yeah, I don't mind hanging around, just getting a little.
Yeah, but I can see you. You could be a diva.
Oh,
You're gonna be a
please.
diva. You're gonna
Do you
start
know what?
asking for coffees
No, hold on, no,
and
seriously,
limousines
no,
and
no.
helicopters.
Do you know when I was younger, actually? Hold on. Firstly, when you told your parents you wanted to be a director, what did I say? They were supportive.
My mum, no, but my dad passed away. You know, but my mum was like, "What are you? What?
Because that's
What the hell? What's a director?"
Yes.
My mum was action films. She goes, "Nah, I don't understand. Go be a doctor. Go be a."
There you
pilot."
go.
She still doesn't get it. I mean, I only brought her on set about 8 years ago when I was assistant directing a big kind of a sci-fi film.
Okay.
And she still didn't get it. So
She was
bless
like,
her
"No."
heart. Yeah, even when I give her a copy of DVDs, she's proud of it. I mean, I give her 50
Yeah.
once a year. I go, give it to all your friends.
Friends,
And that's
okay.
what she wants to do. Do you see what I mean?
That's
She just
my
to show,
son
yeah, she wants to show
still.
off with her all her aunties.
Yeah.
But anything after that, before that, she doesn't care. She doesn't get it. So I'll leave that to her, you know? Like, for instance, a lot of Somali people are doing, like, athletics.
Yeah.
Like Mo Farah.
Yeah.
Do you see what I mean?
Yeah.
They're getting into athletics.
Yeah.
Parents are like, yes,
Yeah, you could do it.
run to the shop, run back. Do you know what I mean? So
Yes.
obviously, all it needs is a couple of us in this entertainment business
Yes.
showing that it can be done.
Yeah, an example.
And break through that kind of like stigma
Mhm.
of the entertainment business to the parents who are, and hopefully, again, 10 years, I'm sure kids
They will be
kind
able
of
to
go,
do
Mum,
it.
I want to be a director.
And they'll say yes.
You know, yeah, or an actress or an actor, you know.
And they'll be like, yeah.
You'd be
cool, go
comfortable,
ahead.
yeah.
Yeah, like Mo. Mo did it. We can do it like Mo. Talking about Mo.
Yes.
Mo Ali. So it's Muhammad Ali. Why do you call yourself Muhammad?
Well, the thing is, what annoys me is, like, if you can't say Muhammad properly,
Yeah.
it annoys me.
But you do actually out of respect of saying your name properly. Because a lot of people assume the reason why people cut it down to Mo is because they don't want to be associated
No, man.
with the name, or they don't want to be Muslim, or you don't want to be seen as what have you.
Like, listen, man, I'm as Muslim as everybody. Plus, I like to have a distance as well. Do you see what I mean? Just
So when
as a
you're
director,
Muhammad, you're a person.
I'm, you know, family person you have, but like Mo, that's professional. You know, there's a simplicity in that, you know?
I like that.
Mo Ali. Plus, the idea is, remember, you're called Muhammad Ali.
Yeah.
The first thing they're going to say is, oh, you're a boxer.
I
And
get
it's kind of
it,
like,
okay.
it gets tiring after a while.
Okay. But you told me your name is not Ali in the passport.
Mohammed Ali Farah. Mohammed Ali Farah.
Your last name is Farah.
Yeah. Plus, look, I can't call it Mo Ali Farah.
Yeah.
Do you know? There's another Mo Farah out
Yeah,
there.
really. I was gonna say you share your name with
we had
another
an
Farah.
agreement subconsciously. Me and Mo Farah had an agreement. You Mo Farah, I'm Mo Ali.
Because when you told me that, I was laughing. I was like, "What? Your
I'm
name
serious.
is Mohammed Ali Farah."
There's discussions. There's chats going like, look, man, we got separated.
You're Farah and I'm Ali.
I'm Ali, yeah, because Mohammed Ali Farah.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Which one, Mo Farah, the director or the runner?
Don't get me wrong, like the last thing I want is to be everyone I say, oh, my name is Mohammed Ali Farah or Mo Ali Farah. They go, oh, Mo Farah.
Yeah. And that takes it all away from the.
Oh, Mo Ali the boxer,
yeah.
Muhammad Ali. You know,
like no.
No, can we work, please? Can we film this shot?
No,
it's so distracting.
I can relate. My name is actually if you say it the proper way, well, Baar.
Baar.
Yes. But it's Baar.
Baar. Let's go to Baar.
Exactly.
Yeah,
that's what you see
how many
all the
jokes
time.
you get,
oh man,
Baar.
go to the bar, chocolate, all the other
Bar
ones.
chocolate?
Yeah, chocolate bar,
bar.
yeah. Even my lecturers at university school, my last name is Hersey, right?
Yeah.
Hersey
Hersey Bar.
Exactly.
Ah,
so my lecturers used to say Hershey Bar. I'm like, oh, come on. They're like,
you see that? It's a lot of traumatic
it's just
experience coming
killing
out.
my name. Challenges. Can you tell me what challenges you faced as a director, as a young Muslim, young Somali, young black man?
The typical. Being a black filmmaker in Britain, you're only allowed to make certain stories that could get funding.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean? So they don't like you doing something more Edwardian or kind of like costume drama because they think this is your place.
Okay.
So there is challenges in that.
Okay.
But you got to be very clever in how to outsmart them and grow better as a director. So my trick is to do like Montana's a father and son story, and I can't get back in to do a film about father and son story. Do you see what I mean? Because my last film was urban. So what I do is I make the core element of the story father and son.
Okay.
And it's like a Hershey bar, the interior is kind of this biscuity flavour, which is the father and son story. The chocolate is what they want.
Okay.
Do you see what I mean?
Okay.
So I hide what I really want to do. Not hide, but I put it in the middle. The heart of the story is what I want to make. The outside is what investors and backers and the film industry not expect you to do, but kind of go, okay, we could sell this.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But with that, you grow out of it.
So you have to make sure you're marketing.
Yeah, you got to be a businessman as well. Do you know what I mean? Also, the challenges is like everybody in the film industry. It's not a charlatan or a trickster. Everybody wants to. They're very exploitative. So you've got to be very clever in who you hang with, and who you work with. You've got to make sure these people are the best people.
There's politics everywhere.
There's politics, yeah, but the film industry, if the film does well, they're around it. If it doesn't do well, they scatter. So you got to be very careful who you pick. So that's the challenge, is looking at people's character, because at the end of the day, everybody wants to be in a film.
Okay.
Everybody wants to be a star. So you don't know who's who.
Okay.
So I don't find them as challenges, but it's one thing that I kind of took me years to kind of center and understand, which was like, okay, this is the person I want to work with, this is the person that I want to kind of hire, and how I do it is I actually spend weeks to 2 months, even 3 with certain actors, even my camera people. I spend a long time before we film, before even I say I hire you, just to know everything about them.
Wow.
Do you see what I mean? So that's my way of kind of overcoming one challenge.
So are your challenges as a young man before you started your career different to what it is now?
Was being, I went to Mohammed as a Somali. I think Somali people are scared of going to like new places.
Yeah, that's true.
Do you know what I mean?
But actually, not Somali clear to man.
Yeah, but I think Somali people Somali people get used to one area and one place and get used to it and relax.
Everyone likes their comfort zone.
But that's what I hate. That's the challenge, I think, for all Somalis, and that's for me. I noticed that. And it's not a thing that I had, but I had it when I was very early before 15, that I was kind of too scared to go out and explore London and new things. That was a big challenge as a creative, which is I have to go out there. I have to go to new places. I've got to try new things. I've got to go see London art galleries, music places. That was one personal Somali challenge that I had when I was coming up, thinking to myself, but I don't think they'll accept me. Do you see what I mean?
I hear you. I hear you. But I think that's a natural
thing. As a black Somali, I felt like these new environments, is it for me? It's that kind of apprehension of, am I going to get accepted? But I overcame that by going, well, it, I'm going to do it. Because you know what, I need that knowledge, I need to network, I need to be out there, I need to be seen out there, you know. So that's one challenge that I think a lot of Somalis go through, and they go overcome it. You've just got to go out there and be comfortable anywhere you go.
So you haven't faced the discrimination? Many people would talk about the lack of opportunities, or
I make my own opportunities, runta.
I like that.
Not being cocky, it's like...
No, I really like that.
I don't find... I hate to make excuses for anything. I hate to make excuses for anything. I don't like it, I don't appreciate it, I don't entertain the concept of, oh, I'm black, you know, I'm fucked up because I'm black, or they won't let me in because I'm black or young or something. Fuck that. I just go out there and do it.
I really like that.
There's just no time for excuses.
But okay, let's be real. There are discrimination though.
There is, but for me...
But you're saying you're not entertaining it.
Well,
you're not going to allow it to stop you.
Well, look, the second film, you know, I went to a big organisation that's fund films, you know, especially for a second-time black director, they will give you money to make it. Because we're rare people, you know, not Somali, but black filmmakers. You know, they will give you money because they go, oh, right, you're a filmmaker, you've done one film that's made a lot of money, we'll back you to do this. This is, this is what they do.
Okay.
They looked at my film and went, no, we can't back it. Why is that? They wouldn't give me an excuse, you know, so there's some sort of motive behind it.
Okay.
So now there's two options that you can normally make. I could make is I could sit there and stew and go, oh, they hate it, I'm gonna have to quit. Or I go out and find the money. Do you see what I mean? Find the money and raise it myself. There's no excuses.
It was worth it?
Absolutely. I love what I do. You've got to do that. If people can't back you, you've got to go out and find a way to back yourself.
Who inspires you, would you say? Do you have the one person that inspired you the most?
Well, probably my family, man. You know, we're refugees, you know. My mum kind of brought also us here illegally, you know, like most
I know.
The struggle, and for her to kind of like raise a rowdy little mouthy kid like me, you know, that's huge inspiration. So I rate her. She's one of my inspirations. Someone that I look up to is her because she struggled and created a good life for all of us. That's one. The other person I look up to, mashallah. Probably again, it's just my mum, my sisters, my brothers. You know, my youngest brother is so inspiring because he's what, 26. He's got 2 kids. You know, he's working 2 jobs. That's real inspiration.
Yeah, that's every day. The unsung hero of the community. The ones that are just crafting every day. That's my younger brother. You know what I mean? But he's grown so much, and he's proud of what he does and his kids. That, for me, in a real sense, that's what real inspiration is to me. That's real.
Do you know what I mean? Not some superstar actor.
I hear you.
I love him. I work with him. Don't get me wrong. But I'm bringing it closer home to the realness, which is my family. That inspires me.
The everyday struggles that cope with it.
Yeah, it's how to deal with it. You know? I work in the entertainment business. Everything's fancy and lovely and beautiful, and you know, we work in fantasy world. You know, these guys work in real and they deal with it. So that's real inspiration. Oh,
see, I have utmost respect for Somali mothers. Like you said, many of them came here with
just rolled up and got on with it.
Yeah, large families. Like my mum, we came without dad, so we came. Hoya came with all of us. 8 of us, right?
Same here.
All 8 of us.
Yeah.
And like, she obviously couldn't speak the language. There was the language barriers. There's a new environment.
Just go on with
but she got on with everything.
That's what I like. That inspires me. The fact that mentality is what, you know, so that determination in all of us as Somalis, you know. So you can't feel sorry for yourself.
No.
You refuse to.
And not only that, we're talking about aspirations. A lot of people talk about, our kids have lack of aspirations. I disagree. I honestly disagree. I think our kids are the most aspirational kids, just as aspiration as any other kids. And our mothers as well, they've got great aspirations for us. Yeah, but our kids struggle. Yes, they struggle because they say we don't see role models like you every day, which is true.
Yeah, but you don't need role models. Sometimes, like, I never had a role model. Yeah, obviously, my lady, my brothers, and all that, they were my family. But you don't need a role model to go out and do what you've got to do. Do you see what I mean? But
it doesn't help.
It's good to put a pin on there.
Yes.
But I never had a pin up there, so I just got on with it. Do you see what I mean? I'm just saying, forget excuses. You know, like, just get on with it. You know, I guarantee you, the minute you put your foot in that pool of your career, you'll see how comfortable it is.
Oh, but anyone can inspire you. It helps if someone looks like you and from the same culture as you.
It does help.
But anybody can inspire you also.
Yeah, it does. But, you know, it's kind of like, I know I sit down every Thursdays and I meet every single young director out there.
Okay.
Do you see what I mean? Do you know, I try and give back. Do you know what I mean? And I tell them straight up, you don't need my help. You just need to go out there. See how
Do
you
it.
come and found me?
Mhm.
That hunger, you go out and find work yourself. Do you see what I
Okay.
mean? And I think that kind of like, if you, like the original answer was how our parents came out and just got on with it, rolled
Yeah.
and just,
I know.
do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
If, imagine this generation had that same attitude. There's some who
Yeah,
are
it's
doing
true.
like entrepreneurial stuff like architecture and
Mm.
wedding dressing. Those guys are getting up, but a good group are just kind of like almost feeling sorry for themselves. They're going, oh, I didn't have a chance. You're in Britain, man.
Mhm.
Do you know what I mean? Like, you'll never go hungry, you'll never go cold, you'll never get sick. If you
Okay.
get sick, they'll give you free hospitals. Do you see what I mean? Everything's there on a plate for you. Do you know what
You
I mean?
have
Not
to
like
go-
where our parents come from, where like, if you're hungry, you die. Do you know
That's
what I mean?
true, no,
If
I hear
If you
you.
get sick, you die.
Okay,
Do you
no,
know what I mean?
that's extreme.
How? But
there's other extreme, which is not an extreme as such, but there are other serious
it's the cage
barriers.
in your,
with- you
it's
think
cage
it's
of
the cage of the mind.
Do
You
see what
don't
I
think
mean?
it's the barriers of the socioeconomics that we live in, like the fact that we're from poorer background,
What, in
poorer
London?
opportunities, yeah.
No, there is poor,
Yeah.
but there's not real poor where I came from.
Where you're talking about where there's no food, no shelter, no...
Nothing. Do you see what I
Okay.
mean? So there's no excuse. You still are gonna eat.
Okay.
You still get find a place to sleep. Do you see what I mean?
But you still have to get up and do what you need to
You
do.
just need to get your ass up and switch off the television, the internet, whatever. And just get on with it, don't you?
Okay. Okay. I'll take that on board. I can hear some people going, but you're lucky you made it, others
I
are
didn't-
still struggling.
How did I know? I'm not lucky. I just got on with it. I did Runta.
Yeah.
That's the truth, man.
You
the
worked.
truth is you work. You work your ass off.
And that's what you would say to any young person that came to you today, any young director, anybody, you would say, get your...
Shit together, because the truth of the matter is, like, I mean, like, I get people that email me, say, hey, you know, I give them my email
Yeah.
to everybody and go, come, like, if you need help, you're happy.
Yeah, I know,
So,
'cause I always hear you say, I had a coffee with this person, I had
Yeah.
a coffee with that person, I
I
sat
do,
down with this young
I-
person.
and I do that all the time, just so I could just mentally kind of go, well, you've got to go out there and do it, you know? And the first thing I'll do, I see their email, and their email, like, bad spelling, you know, the common sense of, like, if you're going to chuck a professional email out to someone, you don't put, like, a love heart or bad grammar or bad English. Do you see what I mean? You got to be professional.
Yes.
Your mindset has to be
Yeah.
so set that
Okay.
if you're going to come at me and kind of go, no, let's work together, your email has to be so, not impressive, but, you know, controlled and professional, that you get an immediate response.
But isn't it a bit...
There's people that, you
They
know...
don't know that though. So I'm just wondering how young... So the people that are approaching, young people that are approaching you, they're not actually told.
Yeah, but by me telling them that,
They do know now.
now they get it. So,
Okay.
but once you have that, that's the mindset you set
Okay.
yourself up. So that means next thing you do, everything you do, you got to take it so seriously.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean? You got to take it super serious. I mean, yes, I might be here having fun jokes, but this is an interview. This is not work. When it's work, I'm a different person. I'm a
Yeah,
total
this-
different
I
person.
don't want you to be all
Yeah.
serious on me.
Not serious, but it's like, you,
Only
but
joking.
that's a serious.
No, I hear you,
know?
you
got to
mean,
take
yeah.
everything seriously. If I
Mm.
chuck a work email out, total different tone, total different demeanour. I want the best people.
That are gonna craft and...
I want the best people for their position. That's it. Not people that are there because someone feels sorry for them, get hands at them
I
and
hear
play.
you.
We don't have that. So,
So-
I'm happy to help everybody. But
But
at
they
the end
have
of the
to
day, they
put
gotta
the
help
effort in.
themselves. They gotta
Okay.
put the effort in.
Okay,
I
so
have no time for time wasters.
thank
That's
you.
such a cheesy sound.
No, but I hear you. So thank you, Mo, for joining me. I really enjoyed
Pleasure.
talking to you. We kind of sit here for a long time,
I
you
know.
and I. No,
Yeah,
we sit
it's
for
good chat,
talking,
good
I
chat,
know.
yeah.
So thank you. Is there anything upcoming you want people to support you, or things you want to let people know?
Well, I mean, the film's out right now on DVD, so please go buy it.
Montana.
It's on iTunes as well, so download it. But yeah, support your brother.
Yeah, come on, guys. Buy Montana. Support him.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for bringing my DVD.
You're welcome.